Jai Shri Ram. Now we come to Canto 56. The summary. Moving further, next morning and rejoicing on the way to see the loveliness of the forest, the party reaches Chitrakoot and enters the hermitage of Valmiki. Making up his mind to sojourn there with the permission of the sage, Sri Ram gets Lakshman to erect a hut of leaves for themselves, and worshipping the deities presiding over the structure, they solemnly enter their abode at a propitious hour. Now we start. The night having slipped past, Sri Ram, a jewel among the Raghus, now gently roused Lakshman, who lay asleep for a second time after waking from sleep. Hear, O Lakshman, the notes of sweetly wobbling wild birds, the parrot, the cuckoo, myna, and so on. Let us duly resume our journey, as the hour for departure has commenced, O tormentor of enemies. Awakened in time by his eldest brother, Sri Ram, Lakshman, who was fast asleep for his part, immediately shook off his slumber, drowsiness, and fatigue consequent on the previous day's journey. Getting up and bathing in the cool waters of the Yamuna, they all then proceeded on the aforesaid path to Chitrakoot, trodden by the seers. Having duly set out with Lakshman, at that time Sri Ram spoke as follows to the lotus-eyed Sita. O Sita, a princess of the Videha clan, the Kimshuka trees laden with blossoms on all sides and appearing as though illumined and adorned with garlands, as it were, due to the rose of their flowers in the vernal season, synchronizing with the close of winter. Look at the markin nut and bale trees, not made use of by men, being out of their reach and bent low under the weight of their fruit and blossoms, we shall surely be able to live through. Behold, hanging from every tree, honeycombs equal in weight to a drone, 15 kg, and constructed and stocked with honey by bees. O Lakshman, here is the Kataka bird crying, and a peacock responding to it in a charming part of the forest, thick with a scattered mass of flowers. Look at this Chitrakoot hill with elevated peaks, a hill infested with herds of elephants and rendered noisy by flocks of birds. We shall sport, dear brother, in the lovely and holy forest of Chitrakoot, consisting of level grounds and covered by many trees. Going on foot with Sita, the two brothers then reached the delightful and soul-captivating Chitrakoot hill. Reaching that lovely mountain, abounding in flocks of birds of many kinds, and having a rich stock of roots and fruits, and having sweet water in abundance, Sri Ram for his part said to Lakshman, soul-captivating is this delightful mountain, adorned with many trees and creepers, and abounds in roots and fruits. To me, it appears to be a place where sustenance could be found with ease, O gentle brother. High-souled ascetics too dwell on this mountain. It may prove habitable, O dear brother. Let us take up our abode here. Saying so, and entering the hermitage of Valmiki, Sita and Sri Ram, and with folded hands, Lakshman too greeted sage Valmiki. Greatly delighted and offering welcome to Sri Ram, the eminent sage Valmiki, who knew what is right, received them with honor and said, be seated. Duly presenting himself to the seer according to the rules of propriety obtaining in those days, the powerful Sri Ram of mighty arms, the eldest brother of Lakshman, then spoke as follows to Lakshman. Fetch, O Lakshman, strong and excellent logs of wood and erect a hut. O gentle brother, my mind is intent on dwelling here. Hearing his aforesaid command, Lakshman, son of Sumitra, brought boughs of various trees, and with them the prince, a subduer of his foes, erected a hut of leaves. Seeing the hut consolidated with a wall of strong wooden stakes and thatched and charming to look at, Sri Ram spoke as follows to Lakshman, who stood listening with rapt attention. Fetching the pulp of the bulb known by the name of Gajakand, we shall propitiate the deity presiding over the hut, roasting the pulp and offering it as an oblation to the deity. The rite of appeasing the evil spirit haunting a newly erected structure must be gone through by those wishing to live long. Digging out the bulb known by the name of Gajakanda, bring it here at once, O fair-eyed Lakshman, for the procedure laid down in the scriptures must be observed. Always mind your sacred oblations. Clearly perceiving the command of his eldest brother, the aforesaid Lakshman, the destroyer of hostile warriors, actually did as he was told, and Sri Ram said to him again, dress this bulb, we shall propitiate the deities, the fire god, Parjanya, and so on, numbering 50, presiding over the hut by offering the dressed bulb to them. Look sharp, the current is a propitious hour, and this day too bears the name of Dhruva, undying. Unearthing the bulb which has a black peel and is fit for being offered as an oblation to gods, the aforesaid Lakshman, son of Sumitra, full of glory as he was, forthwith cast it into the blazing fire. Having definitely come to know that its pulp has been fully roasted and dressed and divested of its ruddy color, Lakshman now submitted as follows to Sri Ram, a tiger among men. This bulb, known by the name of Gajakanda and endowed with black peel, and by which all disordered limbs are put right, has been fully dressed by me. Pray, propitiate the gods presiding over the hut by offering it as an oblation to them, inasmuch as you are well versed in the rite, O brother, vying with gods in glory. Having finished his bath and fully disciplined as he was, Sri Ram, for his part, who was full of virtues and well versed in the sacred texts to be muttered on the occasion, went through in brief the ceremony of Vastu Shanti, reciting the sacred texts bearing the conclusion of a sacrificial performance. Having propitiated all the hosts of gods presiding over the newly erected hut and thus purified, Sri Ram entered the hut. Nay, great satisfaction of mind was caused thereby to Sri Ram, who was possessed of immense glory. Having bathed in the river Mandakini according to the procedure laid down in the scriptures and muttering sacred texts such as the Gayatri in the right way, and intending as he did to perform solemn rites calculated to ward off evils attendant on a new construction, Sri Ram offered excellent oblations to Lord Rudra and Lord Vishnu too, after performing the Vaishvadeva, a religious ceremony which ought to be performed every morning and evening, and especially before the midday meal, and consists in homage paid to the Vishwadevas, followed by Baliharana, or offering of small portions of cooked food to the gods who give the food, and especially to the god of fire who cooks the food for us and bears the offering to heaven. Sri Ram, a scion of Raghu, erected and consecrated altars of a size proportionate to the hut for offering oblations to the 8 guardians of the quarters and the intermediate points and Kaityas, places of worship for Ganesh and other gods, and Ayantanas, places of worship of Lord Vishnu and others. Even as multitudes of gods entered their assembly hall named Sudharma in heaven, all the 3 princely exiles entered together for habitation the aforesaid soul-captivating hut, thatched with leaves of trees, erected well on a suitable site and sheltered from winds. Rejoice to reach the exceedingly delightful Chitrakoot and the celebrated river Malyavati, Mandakini, which was provided with good descents and was sought by the beasts and birds, Sri Ram, for his part, rejoiced and shed the agony caused by his exile from the city of Ayodhya. Thus ends Canto 56 in the AYODHYAKAND of the glorious Ramayan of Valmiki, the work of a rishi and the oldest epic. Jai Shri Ram.